particularly if we lose the turnover battle in which we lost it today. We didn't secure the ball, we didn't get the ball. So we're -2, or you can view it as -3 with the turnover on downs on the first possession of the game when we didn't get points. That creates an atmosphere for what it just happened. So I give those guys credit, man. They did what was necessary to win the day. They made the critical plays, particularly in the turnover game. They took care of the ball. We didn't. Hopefully, if given an opportunity to learn from this, man, we learned that hard lesson moving forward. But we didn't handle the business in the stadium today, so we're left to look around in other stadiums, such as life this time of year when you don't do what you're supposed to do, and we didn't today. We take ownership over that. From an injury standpoint, Blake went out with a back, it's being evaluated. Nick's with a foot, fifth metatarsal, and Mike Mitchell had a shoulder. That's occurred a little bit here in recent weeks. We'll evaluate those guys and others, but more importantly than anything else, it's a painful lesson we learned today, if we hadn't already learned it, in terms of the turnover ratio. Questions?
Coach, what were they able to do this week that other teams in the league haven't been able to do for the past 6 weeks to slow down and stop your offense?
We turned the ball over, and they had something to do with that. Obviously, they got the turnovers.
Mike, the slow starts in the past two weeks in the first half. Any reason or theme there?
I'm not going to, give you an emotional response there. I was comfortable with the way we were playing. We just can't, we can't lose the turnover battle.
Mike, was there a change on the decision after the first possession? I mean, did you want to kick the field goal there?
No, there was no change.
Okay.
Mike, it seemed like Ben just never got in a rhythm. Is that what it looked like to you?
I'll let him speak for himself in that regard.
What were the things defensively the Ravens were able to do to limit the passing attack, at least early in this football game?
They worked hard. They didn't do anything that I think others don't do consistently when they play us. They worked hard to minimize AB on possession downs, and they did a nice job of mixing the rest of it up in terms of playing coverage and pressure. They did a nice job.
How difficult is it going to a week now where your fate, playoff fate, is not in your hands? Somebody else has to help you out.
We'll see how the day finishes, and we'll go from there. That's all we can do.
Mike, did they do anything special with their run game? It seemed like they were able to gas you a little bit there.
No, I wasn't completely disappointed about that element of the game. Really, I gave you guys my assessment in terms of what I thought was critical in terms of determining the outcome of the game. We didn't make enough splash on defense. We didn't create turnovers.
We're anticipating Mallett.
Yes.